The following Defending Our America episode is presented without commercial interruption by Sig Sauer.
We were in a position that we had to directly save lives. We had to kick doors and do raids and do hostage rescues, and us living through those experiences when others didn't has gotten us into a place to where now we can educate the public.
I hope when people watch this show, it plants a seed for them to start thinking about what Defending Our America is really about.
Defending Our America is about is people understanding that they're part of a huge team called America, and we all have to do our part in that team to keep the country going the way we want it to.
There are people that participate in this society and make this country what it is, and then those that create a victim of it. They ruin it for the rest of us because they're not willing to participate, and they become a victim of what they have allowed society to become. And if you don't get involved and you don't educate those around you and you don't try and improve the life we have and maintain the freedoms we have, then we're all going to be victims of an unfortunate demise of the greatest nation that's ever existed.
Yeah.
We want people to stand up and do what's right, because there's
defend
right
America.
and there's wrong. Right.
This is what it is to defend America. Everything you're talking about, that's what it is to defend America.
Exactly.
Defend is a moral thing. It's an idea.
It's defending this idea. When
the philosophy of America.
One thing I noticed while we were here is that throughout our entire conversation, we would always come back to education and youth, and that's where we have to start fixing America and to defend our freedoms.
Yeah.
If anything we should do is take this situation, take this roundtable right here, and challenge people to, at the very least, discuss it and talk about it.
I've seen some things that, some critics are really not happy with some of the things we're saying, and we expected that, because anytime that you speak out against what the normal is, there's going to be critics.
They may not agree with everything we say, and we may have some differences, and that's what makes this country great.
Here's one of the things I also want to put out is, back in the day, in the very beginning of this country, the British had 7 different lists. Now, these lists were really for different types of things. Our founding fathers, most of them were on at least 2 of them. You could definitely get on a list for sitting around this table talking. Back then, there was a certain amount of pride for being on the list. You know why? Because you're somebody who wants to change what's happening.
I have dedicated a life of over 30 years serving this country. And in my mind, I've served it honorably. Have I made some mistakes over the years? Sure, I have. We all have. We're all human beings. We're fallible. When I look at myself in the mirror each morning, I'm pretty content with who I am. And if who I am is viewed by some as a threat to this country, well, you know what? Shame on them, because I am a patriot who has a deep and abiding love of this country.
If we didn't have the forefathers that were willing to stand up and be patriots and say, no, we're standing up for what's right, we wouldn't be here. Am I willing to stand up with fellow patriots and say enough, and this is what's right, and this is what we need to do for America? Hell yeah.
Nothing we said here today was a lie. We sat here and put it out there in the open, and if citizens don't like what we hear, too bad. It's the truth.
I would say this: I would be honored to be on a list if something like that came.
Hey, if you guys are on the list, I'd be pissed off if I wasn't on it.
Well, I'm proud to be sitting at this table with you.
Yeah, me too.
To the list.
To the list.
That's right.
Thanks for your service, gentlemen.